there is a very good chance that there were civilizations that were under existential threats. If we are not willing to learn from them and just showing hostility, we demonstrated that we should not survive.
The Book of Enoch was banned from the Bible, and there are many other books. Our history tells the tale of many civilizations which existed and are now perished. Each civilization had their own beliefs, gods whom they worshipped, monuments which they built, and above all, the knowledge they gained. A lot of this knowledge is still unknown. How did they gain all this knowledge, and what mistake led to their oblivion? Are we committing the same mistakes? Giovanni Battista Caviglia was an Italian explorer and navigator. He spent most of his life sailing in the Mediterranean. On behalf of British Council, General Henry Salt, he explored the Great Pyramid of Giza. In 1817, Salt hired him to excavate the Great Sphinx at Giza, which over the centuries had been almost totally covered by the desert sand. He excavated the Sphinx, and also found the dream stele of Thutmose IV between the paws of the Sphinx, and fragments of the ceremonial beard of the Sphinx. However, in just 2 years he had to suspend his research. How the pyramids were constructed still remains a mystery. How the calculations were made and how the heavy stones were carried to the top is still not clear. Did they have advanced technology, or did aliens build them or giants built them? The book called the Book of Enoch, which was banned from the Bible, tells the story of how giants came into existence in the past through the intervention of the Watchers or fallen angels. However, this is not the only book which mentions about giants. Titans are found in the Greek mythology. One may think that as these regions are geographically nearer, the idea just spread from one place to other. In the ancient Indian text called the Mahabharata, we find Danavas, who are giants. The Bible hails the Nephilim as man-eating giants, and the Mahabharata also mentions the Danavas are man-eating giants. What is truly shocking, however, is that in the Mahabharata the Danavas do construction work. What Egyptians called the Great Sphinx during its prime still remains a riddle, because the word Sphinx originates from Greek mythology some 2,000 years after the statue was built. It's also unclear in what regard Egyptians held the Great Sphinx during the Old Kingdom 2181 BC, as there are few texts that discuss the statue. Archaeologists suggest the Great Sphinx was called Harmaket or Horus on the horizon. However, Horus is a half-eagle, half-man, while the Sphinx is half-lion, half-man. Further, the Sphinx of Giza does not even have wings. What led to the idea of Sphinx, and what did it mean to ancient Egyptians? One may think that as lion is the king of animals, they made it with the face of their king. However, there are many such figures across cultures, like centaur, griffin in Greek. Lilith in the Old Babylonian was described as a hybrid between woman and an owl. Bajrang in the Indian civilization, or Son Goku among the Chinese. Who are these hybrid figures? Where did they come from? Why are they spread among civilizations across the globe, and why was the Sphinx chosen to be built among all by Egyptians? If we look further among ancient monuments, the oldest hybrid idol found is the Lowenmensch figurine discovered in Hohenstein-Stadel, a German cave. This statue of mammoth ivory is carbon dated to 35,000 years old. The shocking thing, however, is that the oldest hybrid idol is also a lion man, which is eons older than the Sphinx. In Mesopotamian mythology, the Ermalulu, or lion man, served as a guardian spirit. Who is this mysterious figure who keeps appearing in so many civilizations? Where can we find more details about these sort of ancient hybrids? Just recently, the greatest Vedic temple opened up with god Narsimha. Nar means man and Simha means lion. Among Vedic books, there are books called Puranas, literally meaning ancient history. In one of these, called Bhagavat Purana, we find a planet called Kimpurusha Varsha. Kimpurusha equals Kim means is it, plus Purusha means man. Literally translated, is it human? That means if we see them, we cannot say for sure whether they are human or animal. This planet is said to be near Earth and in the direction pointing up from somewhere just north of the Himalayas. There have been such encounters in Alaska, North America, of half-otter, half-man-like beings called the Kustaka. In 1901, in Alaska, 4 men, Fred, Charlie, John, and Harry, were told that there was a gold vein in the mountains near Thomas Bay. So they set out to find samples of gold. Later, once Charlie returned with a sample of quartz encrusted with gold flakes, but he also returned with a wild and most frightening tale. While securing samples, he saw natives running down the banks of S River. However, when they got closer, he realized that they were large hair-covered men that moved like galloping and hopping, or as he put it, They ran like monkey devils. These horrible creatures had very coarse matted hair and had welts and sores all over their bodies. They were galloping towards him, but he managed to jump into his raft and rode away as fast as he could. He even had deep scratches on his back to prove the encounter occurred, saying that they had claw-like fingers that didn't look like anything he had ever seen. Charlie refused to ever return to that place, and was said to have gone back to his home almost insane from the experience. Some people have even reported that the Kustaka can shape-shift. By definition, they too are Kim Purusha, as one will be in doubt whether they are man or animal. However, these are recent encounters and not of ancient times. What is more shocking is that the unique feature of the people on this planet is a mystic ability to disappear from someone's vision and then appear in a different form. They can shapeshift and also have many other mystic abilities. In the Mahabharata, Krishna is shown fighting with many such creatures like a giant mystic crane, a giant mystic bat, etc. There is another planet said to be just near Kimpurusha planet, which is even more shocking. It is called Harivarsha. The king of this planet is said to be Prahlad, who became the king of Daitya and Danavas. Danavas equals man-eating giants. Prahlad is always described to be worshipping Narsimha, or the god who appears half lion and half man. The story of Prahlad is intriguing. He wanted to stop the atrocities of his father, who was the previous demon king. This resulted in clash between him and his father. His father tried to kill him in various ways, and he prayed to Narsimha, who always protected him. His father had a boon from the creator god Brahma that he cannot be killed by a man, an animal, a god, a demon, in daytime, at night, nor by any weapon. So Lord Vishnu appeared in the avatar of Narsimha, who is neither man nor lion, and killed him with his nails without using any weapon. Later, Prahlad becomes the king of the demons and giants and guides them to the better path of worshipping Narsimha. In Mesopotamian mythology, the Ermalulu, or lion man, served as a guardian spirit. What do you think? Are these hybrids visiting our planet? Did the lion-headed figure protect someone in the past from the Danavas, or are all the cultures just having the same imagination? The message of King Prahlad is that people of this planet are devoid of spiritual vision and have accepted falsity as truth. The planet is full of blind leaders leading the blind, and thus those leaders and followers will fall into a ditch.